just do it. Okay, check. Sound check. My sound bar is moving, and the NDI sound bar is moving too.
I have a microphone.
And Chris has got a great microphone.
So you should be able to hear me nice and clear. You should be able to hear the soft, buttery tones of my voice.
If we're not careful, we will all fall asleep.
I'd love to just lull you into a sense of sleep.
Welcome to this week's Grindelwald Bastards podcast
we're
show.
live.
We are. Yes, we went live.
Okay.
We were a little bit late because obviously Skype was acting up again. For some reason, my camera, I don't know, still don't know what it is, but the combination doesn't work. So it could have something to do with the fact that my webcam is 20 years old. Back then it was top of the range. Well, it's not 20 years old, but it's quite old, and it just doesn't play nice. So when I start up Skype, it doesn't see the webcam, and I have to plug and replug it, unplug, replug it, and then Skype hangs, and I've got 27 instances of Skype, which I don't then manually have to kill. It's not
So
nice.
you overcomplicated yourself out of the
Exactly.
call.
That's what I did, which is a good way to start, I think. So again, welcome. Today, we're gonna do a little bit, a potpourri. I think is like the Germans say.
Right.
Let's go for it. Let's just try
Yeah.
and get everything out of the way that we have sort of pushed forward because we never have enough time to finish things. So news of the week. Yep. I don't know if we maybe something, but I don't know. Then we're gonna do AirTag, a little bit of news about that, and then we're gonna do all kinds of odds and ends, and we'll see where we end with that. Any of you guys have specific news of the week, things that are worth mentioning this week? Because I didn't really.
No.
Maybe, but I do not know if somebody already saw it, but actually Lego is coming out again with something new, and it's a typewriter.
Yes.
An old typewriter machine. And I thought the idea, it's actually moving, so it's the bar where the paper is in is actually moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then I thought, oh, that's cool. All the keys will work as well, but I think at the end it's only all the keys are working, but there's only one thing, one letter going to the paper every time, which is not even a letter. So you cannot really use it, I think, to type a letter on it.
Okay. But is it one of the Lego Ideas typewriters?
Yeah.
I've got one on the screen now.
It's they made it more green-like.
Oh.
Yeah, they've turned it into a production unit.
Okay, so it's not this exact one, but it's
looking like and
it's this one. Yeah.
This one. Yeah.
Oh. Why? Go away.
Always. Every time.
Go away. This is totally useless. I mean, why did anyone... okay, let's not go into that.
Yeah.
So this is the...
the final typewriter product.
Typewriter product. I'll put it up a little bit. Yeah. It looks absolutely, smashing. Really great.
Yeah.
200 euros. Not cheap again, but it looks... I mean, how did they get all these keys like the real ones? I mean... Those are all specialized parts, I would think.
They are flat silver pieces with stickers on.
Stickers on. Okay, so not printed.
But
so you have to.
No. Well, they come printed or stickered, so it's at least you do not need to do it yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
I understood, but
Well, looks
so
great.
But I like it, but it's what are you going to do with it? And
it's just a showpiece.
Yeah.
Where do you leave it?
But no, it's something that you just put on a shelf somewhere or in a cupboard or whatever and look at it because it's so beautiful. Probably. It's probably fun to build too. But then again, most Lego things, it's the playability is one thing, but I don't buy it for playability anymore. I buy it for. I mean, Giorgio buys it for playability, or I buy it because of Giorgio's playability. But I just buy it because I just love the looks of it and I love building it. I think so. This is probably
building it's really fun to do stuff like that.
I'll have something later that was also a joy to build. But okay, so that's okay. I think that's worth mentioning, and we'll have to look at that. Looked great. Another thing that I saw, and I don't know if you saw it, is a small
the Willys Jeep.
A smaller version of the Willys Jeep from RocHobby. They have the 1/6 or 1/8 style, which is already pretty good. And this is just a smaller. It's 1/18, I think, or 1/12. So it's a little bit sort of in between. And it looks like it drives like, well, not very good, to be honest, but it looks really cool. If we could just go to the video. So this is just a scale model that looks nice and is probably really great to play with, but it's not like a real crawler. I don't think it will perform really good. Also, this has the annoying turn signals. I never understand why they do that. It's nice to have turn signals, but you have to have manual control over it. Or maybe only switch on when you go totally to the extents of your steering. But this, every time you steer a little bit, the blinkers go on left and right, which is totally...
Well, they've made it so that it behaves like an American person driving.
Okay.
So in America, when you drive, the indicators come on when your knuckles hit the indicator stalk when you turn the wheel.
Okay.
So they tell you they're going to turn left just after they've started to turn left.
Okay, so that is good.
Totally accurate.
Then it's accurate. Yeah. Okay. Then that's it's a very good product with totally accurate turn signals. So that's good. Thanks for that info. No, but I just thought it was nice. Again, one of these things that just looks nice, and the things that come out of China, pretty good. So I thought that was worth mentioning.
Do you have any idea what the costs are?
Yes, I do not have any idea what the costs are, although I think it was... Let me short... It's a Banggood product, 220 euros.
Okay.
So,
quite a fair price.
Let me get back to this. 220 euros. Lowest price in 50 days, so it's already coming down. So you probably have it for about, 220.
Yeah.
So it's, it's nice. And then would you buy this or the Lego typewriter or neither of them? I don't know. It's all good.
Yeah. Or the floating clock that we talked about.
Yeah. But that was, I mean, you can buy
800 or
3 or 4 of these. Yeah. So that's do you buy the floating clock or do you buy 4 of the other things? Yeah, it's always about choices. But okay, so that was actually for news of the week. That was what I thought, and I think that's enough. I think maybe we should shortly revisit the situation on the AirTag. Because last show obviously was all about the AirTag. I haven't checked the views, but it was totally, hundreds of thousands of views, obviously, because it was so interesting. And I don't know. We do have a new Twitch follower. I don't know if he or she is live, but we did get a new Twitch follower. But anyway, so the last status of the AirTag was that it was in my home in the Netherlands, near Rotterdam. Yeah. And we were planning on shipping it out to Australia as a second stint of the go around the world thing. So Chris and I had some contact, and he gave me an address of one of his friends in Australia, and I shipped it there. I looked at possibilities, but there's really only one real possibility, which is PostNL. And there was a little thing that there are delays because of probably Corona, I don't know, but there are delays on the route, which is fine for us, obviously. And and I think maybe Chris can confirm, but I think it's still in Holland now, somewhere in one of the PostNL facilities.
It is. So Paul dropped it off, and it spent a lazy weekend in the place where he dropped it off, and then it went to a PostNL facility in Rotterdam. It is now at the PostNL facility in Leidschendam.
Okay.
So let me just.
Leidschendam. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's where it was. Now I only had a hit off it this morning. For the last 3 hours, I've had nothing, which either means they've all gone home, or it means it's moving somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's traveling. It's not yet reached the airport, but it is moving now.
Okay. Well, we will have to see where it goes. We will obviously track it as much as we can during its journey, and hopefully we can get some interesting places where it goes. So let's just do it.
I'll keep logging it in Google Earth, and I'll keep tracking it, and we should have something else next week.
That's really cool.
Right. So is it in the same location as where it was when it entered the Netherlands?
It has, yeah. So one of the places when it came in through Holland, after it went to Schiphol, it did come through this sort facility at Voorpark in Leidschendam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's now in the same place, that it was. So it's going on its way out instead of on its way in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But it's more or less the same route. Okay, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see where it goes. I mean, it was at a facility really close to where I live, in near Ter Bregge, and I know that's a big like post hub, and they also have rail post there. So I was sort of hoping that it might go on a train there, but
it might go on a train, but it didn't. It looks like it's gone by road again.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the next hit I get off it will be at the KLM Cargo in Schiphol.
Probably. And then hopefully we can track the route it's taking, which airports. Maybe it's going through Hong Kong, or I don't know. We'll probably.
So I'll let you know how that moves along.
Cool. Okay. Cool. So we'll keep you all posted. Okay, I think maybe there are so many things, so I'm going to switch back and forth, and hopefully this will all go as smooth as I hope it will. But I think we've got Oscar.
I think Oscar needs to tell us about his tripod.
Oscar needs to. Firstly, yes, because last week after the show, he came with that story, and we thought you have to definitely bring that into the show. So Oscar, the floor is yours. Please elaborate.
Okay. Then, I will reluctantly talk about it on this show. Yes. So about overcomplicating things. I had to do for my work a small video, and they said, well, do it on your iPhone, do it in landscape, and send it back to one of the colleagues who can make a final video out of it. And then I thought, well, that's cool. I have a nice, I will keep it in front of the camera. I have a nice little thingy where you can put in your mobile phone and put it on one of the air vents in your car. So I went to my car, I got this, and then I thought, but how actually to get this on a tripod or whatever? And then I thought, well, I have a very big camera lens. Oh, I'm taking it here, so I have a very big camera, and with a nice sun cap. So, and I thought, well, this will probably fit. So, and it fitted quite nicely. So I did put this on my tripod, camera on the tripod, placed placed my mobile phone in there, and
Obviously.
it worked brilliant. And then when I was getting finalized and putting everything back in boxes, etc., then I unplugged this nice little thing, and I saw on the lower backside here the nice pinhole where you can actually mount it on the tripod directly. So I started laughing, of course. And
so instead of screwing it to the tripod, you clipped it to the lens hood of a camera that was on a tripod.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we love the fact that you have done that instead of going the short route. So
yeah. And actually it worked perfectly.
It's hilarious,
It's this is really up not needed.
No,
it's absolutely.
We could produce
totally
one
redundant.
cheaper. You only need a DSLR with a big lens and
you only need a €3,000 DSLR and you'll be fine.
That's just hilarious. You know, I think we've all been there. Stuff like that. Just, you know, it's like, and it's the same thing. You have so many gadgets and things and possibilities of doing stuff, and then when you need to do it, you're like, okay, but how am I going to do this? What am I going to use for this? And you're stuck because you don't know. You have too many choices, really, and then you forget the most obvious ones, and you go through all kinds of hoops and loops. It's brilliant. So anyway, so thanks for sharing.
But
that.
it's Yes, you're welcome. But it's also something like, okay, they say on Friday afternoon you need to have a movie before Monday.
Yeah.
And then you think on Sunday afternoon, oh shit, I have to make a movie, and then start thinking about how to do this. But it was actually I laughed out loud when I saw.
Great. So, anyway, since we've got you in frame anyway, I think there is something else you wanna show us. I heard.
And I'm going to need this one.
Oh, it's
and
a proper...
actually it came.
Don't do it.
It's a proper
It came in last week Monday already, and I kept it in the box.
Cool.
And because I thought, well, we are going to show this during the podcast.
Wow.
But it was not done, of course. But I managed actually to keep it in the box for a complete week.
That is a lot of self-control.
So cool.
Start unboxing it. Maybe people who watch the show more often know what it is, but anyhow, some
that means
drums.
That means that one person knows what it is.
At least one person. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice extra package. I have no idea what it is. It's a photo frame or something.
Okay.
It's
a very small thing for a very large box.
Yeah, but it's a free toy you get when you buy something at the Lego store. Okay, that's really for tiny girls, I think. But nice bubble wraps, of course. Ooh, and there he is. I will show it. I go a bit.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Very nice.
Shiny. And there he is, R2-D2.
Oh.
The 2021 version.
Wow.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
What a box.
Very nice. How long have you had to wait for that? How long did you order it?
Well, I ordered it 2 days or 3 days after it was go live.
Yeah.
So it's at the end, I think over a month or something I need to wait.
Wow.
So I will open it. That's also something what we need to discuss about opening boxes and start building them. There's a big white box in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's making noise, so probably there's more Lego to it.
And now they're all over the floor.
Yeah, I just tested gravity and still working. So
excellent, good to know. So we're dealing with science as well.
Always good science, yes. Or box of Lego. Another box of Lego. So that's all nice. There is lot of bags with
Cool.
Lego in
Yeah.
there. And then why is this one in a separate box? I will.
Yeah.
The instructions in there, hopefully.
Yep, I hope
Stickers,
so.
instructions.
Because they
I don't
were.
know. That would be interesting to see what that box contains. Maybe
Yeah.
just more bags, because I've had that before too. That there's just maybe they were produced in another factory, and I just put it together somewhere. Yeah.
More bags.
More bags.
Yeah. More bags. But
Do you remember the old Lego kits where you would open the box and they would have the plastic tray with the different pieces in the different parts of the plastic tray?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so many pieces in Lego kits now they can't do that anymore.
No, probably not. And here is indeed
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
the building instructions. Very
Cool.
cool. Yeah.
That is so cool, you know. It's just great stuff.
I saw it and I needed to have it. So
very nice.
Let's unboxing my my R2D2.
Well, thank you for that.
Very cool.
I'm impressed that you managed to not unbox it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Well, it's we are lucky that I had a quite intensive job the last couple of weeks, so I really didn't dare to go there. But so you see in behind the space shuttle, that's actually also something I bought, of course, last couple of months, and it's really mint in box. I did not even open this box yet.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm actually starting to think of, am I going to do this, yes or no?
Yeah.
So going to ask you guys as well, and maybe all our viewers, if they have a say about it. So am I going to keep this mint in box, or am I going to open it and just build it and say, fuck it?
Oh, well.
It's,
I don't know.
well, there is like the more expert build boxes. They have nice shields where you see the information about in this case the shuttle, of course.
Yeah.
I think how many flights and from when to when it flew, etc. And they are actually saying, so the box is $200 or euros, and they're actually saying or thinking that only this shield with information
could be
will already be within 1 year time or something around $100 worth.
It's the same with the R2D2. The sticker for the little information shield that you have is unique to this version, so that will become the valuable thing. That.
You know, it's
so what you need to do now is you need to write to Lego and tell them that was missing from your kit, and then you can keep one of those stickers on its original piece of paper.
You could try.
I'm not going to stick this on where it should go. This will stay like this because I do not really care about it to put it in front of the Lego part.
Well,
I also removed it from my croc. The crocodile. There's
so
also
oops, that's the NASA one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the valuable part of that kit, I guess.
Yeah, might be.
But I assembled it and put it next to my kit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do it too. I think this is the whole discussion. You should actually buy two. But then again, you could say, oh, then I have two that are worth a lot. So let's both save them. But still, just keep one mint in box and build one. I don't know. Then at least you've got that, and you can sell it on or whatever. And then, of course, you could take a picture of the sticker and put that next to the thing. You could do so many things, but well, you know, are you gonna go that way? If you don't go that way and the thing becomes worth 500 euros, then you probably say, oh my god, why did I do that? But on the other hand, if you think about everything like that, it becomes impossible to live. You know, you probably lose the will to live. If you have to think about all these things that might be worth something if you do anything to it, you know, it's. I have not yet gone that way, but there is something to say for it to do it. if I had the funds, I would definitely buy 2 of everything like that.
Yeah.
If you think it has some sort of value, or it could have some sort of value, just buy 2, put one on the attic or whatever, and build one. And then you don't have to stress. It just costs a lot of money.
I told you when I got my my Porsche GT3 RS Lego kit, they sent us 2 by mistake, and they didn't want the other one back. So I do accidentally have one of those that's new in the box that I've never even opened the outside shipping box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's a win.
So if you did not even do that, then maybe they fooled you, and then it's just a Duplo or whatever.
Maybe it's a box full of bricks.
Yeah, that's
so.
It's Schrodinger's Lego. It might be Lego, but it might not be Lego. But we won't know if it's Lego until we open the box.
It's Schrodinger's Lego. Yeah, that's something that we should. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyway. Great stuff. I bought a Lego item from China. The silent member of the Grindelwald Bastards sent me a link. And I thought it was so cool, and it was only I think it was €40 or something, and I thought let's just do it because it looks so great, and I don't know if it's the same. Oscar has a yellow Fiat 500
there,
and and I have to sort of lift the camera a little bit. I see, so let me take care of that.
This is the box of the Lego version.
It looks different. It's a different build as far as I can see. But let me just put this up a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. It will take some time for you guys to see it, but this is
we can see it.
A Fiat 500 with a little trailer attached to it. Which also has the Fiat grill on the rear, as you see. It's got opening doors. The chairs can go back and forth. It doesn't have steering, but it does have opening hood. It has a really great, and I don't know if it's visible, but it has a really great engine bay. With a pretty nicely detailed engine. Oh, that falls off. Now we can see it really good.
Sure.
And it's just really cool. It has the front opens. There's a spare tire in it too. And I have to be honest that the quality is really good. No problems with it at all. The only problem that I found is that there are 2 pieces missing. One is back at the steering column, which is not a big issue, but the other one is here. The below it's green, and then it stops, and this is black. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it's the side of the rear window, and and there needs to be another green part here, and that's not there. So obviously I'm going to try and write to this. I don't know how that works. I'm going to try and get it because it's a mint green. I don't have it, but let's see what happens. But that one's missing, and one other part. So that's a little bit iffy. But for the rest, the building process was really great. It was so much fun to build, and
it does look really close to the Lego one.
I would also say that it really looks close. Look at the engine bay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it is. I was looking at the front, like the hood, Well, it's you might be right because the vents are in there too. Yeah. It probably is.
It really looks close.
It probably is. Yeah. I agree. I haven't put the stickers on yet because there's a shitload of stickers that can go on here. And also there is also a shitload of like picnic utensils. So an umbrella, a picnic like blanket, all kinds, a barbecue. There are, I don't know, 200 extra parts that are also belong to this kit, and only for 40 or 50, I don't know, euros. This is really, really great, and it was an absolute blast to build. It was really, really fun building this.
I like it.
So yeah, really cool.
So I made the mistake of going into a Lego store this week.
Okay, let me.
So
tell me more. Let me try and get into. Why is this? Oh yeah. Okay, Chris now has the floor.
So I went in to buy something that was just a fun kit, which was this.
Oh yeah.
Which is the Everyone is Awesome.
Yeah.
It took about half an hour to put it together. It's just, it was a fun little kit.
Yeah.
All the different hairstyles. This guy is me when I was 8. That's exactly what my hair looked like when I was 8. This is me when I was at university.
Okay.
And there isn't a bald one, so I guess if I just take one of the hairs off, that would be me now. So, but I went in, and the mistake you make when you go into a Lego store is they have all the Lego there.
Yeah.
So on the way out, or when I was standing waiting to pay, they had this little bin down next to the checkout stand. And I discovered something called Lego Speed Champions, which are these.
Yeah.
And
cool.
They don't have many parts, 150, 160 parts.
Yeah.
There's nothing on it that really moves other than the wheels. The wheels spin. But they do 14 or 15 different cars. And each one was $14, so 17 euros maybe. Cool. No, the other way around, probably 10 euros. 10 or 11 euros. Yeah. So this is obviously the Porsche, and I bought this, and I thought this is a really cool little Lego car to have. So then I came home and looked on the Lego website and discovered that they have a lot of these.
Yeah.
So I have now ordered the Ferrari Tributo, the Nissan GTR Nismo, the McLaren Senna.
Okay.
Most importantly, the Audi Sport Quattro S1.
Cool.
And they also have a Formula E Panasonic Jaguar Racing I-Pace.
Great.
So I can have a Lego version of my car, but in blue instead of red.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So, and it came with 3 little traffic cones. You can see there. So it just came with the traffic cones and then the car itself. So
great. Yeah, it's so much fun.
It didn't take long to build. It took about half an hour, and it's kind of neat. It's nice. They have some interesting little details on this. Like you can see the wheels are wider than the tires.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you get this sort of exposed rim around here. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
It was a fun little kit, and it has a driver in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it just has a little minifig sitting in there.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
And it was nice, and I thought it was a fun little build. I thought it was clever the way they did the shape of the headlights on the front, so it really does look like a Porsche.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Well, that was definitely something I wanted to say. It's that even if it's so small, that they are able to create really a Porsche 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out really well. The shape of the lights on the front is very recognizable, and then the big fin on the back and the light wing bar, and then they have the one exhaust underneath. So it was just a fun kit. So as the other ones come in, I'll show them on the channel here.
Yes, that would be
great.
Would be great. Cool stuff.
Oh, one last thing. You know how when you build a Lego kit, there's always spare parts. There's always 1 or 2 extra pieces. This is the first one I've ever built that had no extra pieces.
This is exactly.
It was exactly the number of pieces that you needed with nothing extra. So
Okay. Interesting.
that was
And
a little bit unique for that.
Is the black minifig, is that Darth Vader or is it?
No, it's a black lady with big hair.
Oh, a lot of hair. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was. Oh yeah. That was not completely clear. I saw something extra. I thought, oh, maybe it's the helmet of Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, and but each one of them has their own sort of unique hairstyle. There's the purple one is very reminiscent of the 1960s. So
okay, cool.
Flower power.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you think this might also be something that's gonna gain worth? I mean, it's gonna probably.
I don't know. I mean, the minifigures are unique because none of them have any faces.
Exactly. And the minifigs are
they're just the unprinted faces.
Yeah. It's probably the minifigures specifically because.
Yeah, the minifigs might become collectible, I suppose, but you know.
Oh well, it's not that you bought it for that, but I was just thinking that might.
But like this hair, you can't get this hair in blue anywhere other than this kit.
No.
The same for the green one and the purple one.
Yeah.
You know, these are all unique colors of those pieces. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But,
cool.
Yeah, fun build.
Very nice.
It looks a bit like an M&M's wall in a store.
Yeah.
Where you see all the different colors.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, do you know by any chance what the price is of this kit?
That was $39, so 30 euros.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's still.
And then the Speedmasters, they start at $14 and they go up to $19 depending on the car. Obviously, the Ferrari is $19 because it's a Ferrari.
Yes. Obviously.
So it will probably break down also quite often. Yeah.
I mean, you have to make sure you have a fire extinguisher when you're putting it together because it might just burst into flames.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But they have American cars as well. They have like Ford Mustangs. They have GT40s, things like that.
Great
so
stuff.
if you look up Lego Speedmasters, I think it's Lego Speedmasters. Let me just say.
Yeah, it's not
Speed Champions.
Sorry. Yeah. I like the fact that they have so many different cars and also that they look great, but they're not great built. So it's only $15 or euros or whatever, and that's doable. You know, you can definitely do that.
Chevy Camaro, Koenigsegg Jesko,
Okay.
Corvettes, old style Ford Bronco, Toyota GR Supra. Okay. So they've got an interesting collection of different ones on here.
Cool.
The Audi Quattro was a must-have.
Yes, of course.
It's the Ur Quattro.
Yeah.
It's the short wheelbase.
Yeah.
The short wheelbase Ur Quattro.
The yellow and white rally Quattro.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, we'll see those in one of the next episodes probably.
Yeah, they'll pop
in the
up.
same sort of thing. I was at the Kruidvat and I saw, which is like a general drugstore in Holland, obviously, and they have sometimes Lego for really cheap prices, and I saw this Picknick Lego Gravedigger for €12, and I thought just for fun to buy it. And it's worth €12. I mean, I had fun buying it. It has one of these engines that like you can just pull back action. So it has a Lego part in the back that does that, which you can obviously use for other things. For the rest, it's quite simple, but it's really strong. So after I built it, Giorgio got his hands on it and thought it was so cool, and he just, threw it around, drove it off tables, and it just doesn't break. Only the flag obviously comes off sometimes. But it's very, very strong because it's all Picknick. So it's really very, very sturdy. And I just thought it was a cool thing, especially for the price. This is quite fun. So that was one thing, and one thing that came into the discussions a couple of weeks ago, when we discussed Laserdiscs, and I said I have Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition widescreen version. I've got a Laserdisc set of that, and I've looked it up. So it's the three, obviously. Part 4, 5, and 6, Star Wars, Empire
4, 5,
Strikes
and
Back,
6,
and Return of the Jedi. And I'll just try and.
You realize that if anybody watches this video and they're younger than 30, they won't know what this is.
I know. That's what we discussed. And I will show what a Laserdisc is. But it's like a really big DVD. But
yeah,
with,
see,
with
now anybody under the age of 18
doesn't know
what you're
DVD.
talking
No.
about.
Anyway, well, that's.
It's a physical version of what you see on Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's got some nice, things to it.
Yeah.
Chapter index of the whole thing. And these are the actual discs. It's CLV discs, so they're not even the highest quality. There was a difference in quality too. And I'll try and get it off.
Yeah.
These are the actual discs. So it's like
it's so cool that looks like a digital CD, but it's actually an analog video.
Yeah.
It's analog. It's amazing. So anyway, it's got I don't know how many, but it's double-sided.
Double-sided, yeah.
So you watch about 30 minutes of movie, and then you have to turn it around. Then you watch another 30 minutes, or it might be a little bit more, but 45 minutes or something.
Did you ever have a player that would flip the laser so it would play both sides?
No.
I had one of the players. It was an absolute luxury that you could put a Laserdisc in and have it read both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's just, it's, I don't know how many. 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 discs, but double-sided.
See, that's a genuine collector's thing. Someone will be interested in that at some point in the future.
I would think so. And it's like, I have played them, but it's really all there. And maybe.
Do you still have the player, Paul?
Well, funny you should say that. Let's see how I got that in. I think it's like this. The other way around. I had a player, and some friend of mine, a former friend of mine, said, "Oh, that's cool. Because I can. There are some Laserdiscs of Madonna concerts. I don't know. Can I just borrow your Laserdisc player?" And I said, "Well, yes, of course. I don't really use it a lot. So, when do you want it back?" I said, "Well, keep it for a couple of weeks, and then somewhere around Christmas, which was 2 years ago, I'd like to have it back." And then I never heard anything back. And also, it's acquaintances through acquaintances, and they got into some fight, and now I don't know if I ever get my Laserdisc player back. But I should probably just go after it and get it back. But I think maybe you can still buy Laserdisc players because the Laserdisc players itself would probably be too expensive because nobody wants them anymore. I would think. But maybe I should.
It's surprisingly hard to buy a Blu-ray player now.
Okay.
Over here, at least, to try and buy a DVD player or a CD player or a Blu-ray player is. Mm-hmm. There's a few around, but it's you have a choice of maybe 8 or 10 now.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Difficult to buy them now.
Okay.
Well, I bought a Sony PS3 with telling my wife, "Hey, I'm buying a Blu-ray disc player. That's what we need."
Yeah.
And then that it was accidentally also a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, that was.
I think you were not the only one that used that tactics.
Yeah, I might have done the same thing. It's a really good Blu-ray player.
Yeah, it is. It actually was, or maybe still is. I think my last Blu-ray. I had a PS3 too, so I used it for that, and then I had a external Blu for your computer, so you could an external Blu-ray
USB Blu-ray player,
burner and everything. But I don't use it anymore. I do own some Blu-rays, and now with 4K and all the new technologies and with HDR, it becomes a little bit more interesting to buy a really good Blu-ray disc player with a really nice screen and then do that for a mint quality 4K HDR. Although, I mean, Netflix is also streaming HDR, but the quality is always less. So, so there is a new market for newer players, obviously.
Well, that's the thing. Whenever a movie comes out that I want to keep, I buy the physical 4K version. Yeah. I use the digital code so that I can watch it digital, but it means if I ever want to see the best picture with uncompressed audio, I can throw the disc in.
Yeah. So I've been thinking, I mean, my television, well, that's a whole, we can talk an hour about televisions and what you should do now, but I still have a plasma screen.
Yes.
Let's do that.
We can.
Let's do that. I've got a Panasonic.
And projectors.
Yeah.
Which I might or might not be looking at a new projector.
Okay. Well, that's good because...
And I might start looking into a new TV.
Well, then we should definitely do an item on that because I follow everything there is to follow, I think, including Vinny. I don't know if you know Vincent Theo. He's got HDTV Test. This guy is absolutely marvelous. He's got humor and he's got knowledgeability, but he's Korean, so he also has that thick accent, and it's really...
I've seen that. Yeah,
he is so good. But anyway, let's keep that for another show because there's a lot to talk about. Another thing that we were gonna discuss and show but never got to is old vintage Lego. And we were talking about when we were kids what sets we had, and one of the things that Oscar was saying is that he built from all the parts that he had. Probably a mix of Technic Lego and other Lego. He built his own trucks, and he sent me 3 pictures, which I think were dias, were like slides. He digitized them, and this is what he built. Do you wanna tell something about that, Oscar?
Yeah. I'm really happy to do. What you are seeing now actually is one of the trucks which. I built. It was a Lego build.
Okay.
Really, when you bought another car, maybe the big car you had, the technical Lego car. I think in that same booklet was also the possibility to build this truck, or I think maybe in the past you could also buy books, Lego books with a couple of builds which you could make without owning the box, and that first truck was definitely a build I made out of a Lego book. But this one, you see with all the bits and parts, I did not have the proper colors, etc.
Minifigs on top.
But
the
Michelin
guys.
Yeah, that were my Michelin guys, but I had a lot of space Lego in the day, so I put them on top, and also the antennas and.
Do you know the original Spaceman and the original minifigs were actually taller than they are now?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, if you have the old minifigs, the tall minifigs, those things are going for a lot of money on eBay.
Oh wow, that's another thing.
But I think these are the normal figs. But I will have a look at it. But this is actually this one. It's with a really long trailer behind it as well, with 3 wheels in the back, and it was really nice. So you had to steer just to switch the steering wheels by hand.
Oh, yeah.
There was no knob or whatever. Yeah. And this one actually never drove because you can slightly see it out of a plastic bag. I made the what is it? The back of the lorry of the truck. So and there was a transformer in there, of course, with a power cable to the power socket, and then the headlights I could turn on and off. So there was actually light in this one.
Great.
And
that's so cool.
So and this was by far the best build ever.
Great.
This one was so nice.
I never made any pictures of any of my builds back then, which I wish I did, because there are so many things that I liked a lot back then, and now I just don't have any pictures of that because it was just not something that was. You didn't think of that, but really cool that you've got the pictures, and also really cool to see. And you were I don't know, 14 years old or whatever. I don't know, 16 years old.
Not even.
No.
I think somewhere between 12 and 14.
Yeah. Really cool. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Really.
So, and this is why we should enter the Lego Masters TV series.
I would love to do that. Let's go to my. I think you remember that I wanted to do a slideshow, and that didn't work because and it's about old models that I had, and the bus we had seen before, also with the booklets. This is a newer one. This is not old at all, but this one, I don't know if you can see it. This one is in your view there's a window in front of it, but in the stream it's probably okay. Let me switch this up a little bit to make it more visible, if I can. Hopefully. Why is it not showing? Oh, well, I will just move all our windows up. Then we should be okay too.
Now Oscar's hidden.
Now Oscar said, "Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
No, we're gonna. Now he's there. Yep, we're there." Anyway, so these are actual. I think I don't know, not even 10 years old. So it's 70, before 75, 72, 73, somewhere. And these were the kinds of kits. This is new, by the way, but this is old.
I had that one.
Pretty cool, huh? I mean, it's so simple, but it's still cool. And I have this one.
This one.
Cool too.
That looks like an episode of Top Gear.
This one's even simpler. This one's really cool. The way they managed with, I don't know, 10 bricks to build a Formula 1 car or a Formula car
with a helmet.
Yeah, isn't it cool? It's really really cool. That one again. This one, I never liked that, but because it's like a classic car, but obviously, and the stickers. I mean, that's talking about how we are. The stickers are still on there, and I didn't took the parts apart that had the stickers on them. Ambulance, helicopter.
Oh, the helicopter. Yeah. Oh, we had.
I had that helicopter as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we too.
Mm-hmm. This one was really great because it could steer. So the whole front axle could steer. So it was a very simple steering, and you could turn with the red Lego thing on top. You could turn that, and then the front axle would actually turn. And the forklifter had a spring action in it, so you could actually sort of lift off stuff there. And I had most bricks I still had, but sometimes I was missing parts, and I had to sort of use parts from other cars or something. So these were already a little bit newer with the.
I think I had that one.
Mm-hmm. Cool, isn't it? This one's new. Yeah. This one's old again, like a tipper truck. This one's a little bit newer. This front windshield was already sort of new back then. So that was the newer type. And you've got the same one there. No, very similar. And then we've got the houses with conveyor belt. The bakery.
The fence pieces.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Yeah.
Simple police car, and there were minifigs with this one. I don't think I've got them on the pictures, but they didn't have moving legs. There was just one piece. The old minifigs. So please.
Isn't it amazing? Go back to the last one that you had there. Isn't it amazing that was a Lego kit?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That probably has 20 parts in it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
But you know exactly what it should
Yeah.
be.
So it's still
And it worked.
Yeah,
so
it's really cool. Garage, doors would open. This plane.
Yeah.
This one. Oh, I had this one as well.
I had this one.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, Martinair.
Yeah.
That must have been unique to Holland because Martinair would not have been known outside of Holland.
No. Probably not.
Oh, I just got a hit off the air tag.
Okay, cool.
It's still in 4-park in Leicester.
So anyway, we know it's there. Oh, cool. Anyway, so this train, it had the whole block where the wheels are on. It was like a motor, and the batteries
and the magnetic
were
coupler
in the tender. This was actually with the old rail system with the blue rails that you would do that. Okay, this is just the booklets. Probably nothing more special, and some own builds. So, this is the newer stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? C-3PO in itself.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. Well, this is just things that... there's my little boy. Anyway, that's what he built. So yeah.
Excellent.
That was
very cool.
a little bit of the older Lego that I still have, and it's still fun, to build stuff with that.
Well, there you go. You just did Memory of the Week.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the end of this show, probably. I think we managed to push through most of the things that we had forgotten over the other episodes.
Yeah.
So now we really have to think about the content for the next show. Hopefully, we should have more information on the AirTag, and maybe if nothing else comes up, we can do some more in-depth discussions about
TVs and projectors.
Because I have strong opinions about that, which I want to share. Anyway, thank you. Yeah.
You want to share something? No.
I'm all about sharing.
And there will have been a Grand Prix by next week because the French Grand Prix is this weekend.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
We need to talk.
Paul Ricard.
What do we predict? It's probably the tedious, most boring. Normally it's a boring race.
Princess Lewis won't be on pole, and he'll spend 54 laps complaining.
Okay.
Mercedes will screw up Bottas's pit stop. And Nikita Mazepin will spin at least once.
Well,
there is a website called nikitamaza.spin where it counts the number of times he's crashed.
Great. Anyway.
So his nickname is now Nikita Mazaspin.
Yeah, I know. We hear that too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a clue what's going to happen. I really hope that it's like an uneventful race for Max, like that he really can just do a normal drive. And whether then he wins it or becomes second or whatever, I only hope that it is without drama. That it's just like a normal race and not losing spaces because of yellow flags and all that shit or blown up tires and that. The last I heard was that Pirelli now says that they didn't have the correct tire pressure. And that's
Red Bull.
That's the reason why they had too low, I think, tire pressure, and that's why it blew up. Which is strange because they didn't see anything on the data, but we'll see about that. Yeah. Anyway,
it'd be nice to see if Checo can do well again because he did a good race last week, 2 weeks ago.
Well, that was obviously really Checo's like circuit. He really does well on Baku and on street circuits. I don't know if he's... well, it would be great if they pull off a 1-2 again. Because that would then really set the... Now it can go either way, I think, still. But if they win this, then we can see a trend coming up, and then maybe we can have something nice at the end of the season.
Start dreaming.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks again. For joining.
Okay.
And I will, as always, put the whole thing on YouTube, and we will see each other next week. Same time, same place, and I wish you all a very nice evening and a very nice week. See you later.
Okay.
Bye.